Healthcare is one of these areas where having gravitas is important, and there's nothing better than having your government standing beside you and working with them.
Belfast is a little bit of a kind of best kept secret of EU and UK. You know, it's got phenomenal universities, it's got phenomenal talent, and I think in terms of people, we kind of punch well above our weight.
And this ecosystem here is very vibrant. I've seen growth even in the 4 years that I've been working specifically with Re-Vana. I've seen it become much more energetic, and I see this as a potential new Silicon Valley here in Europe.
Belfast has some fantastic angel investor networks and really incredible infrastructure where it'll help small companies really get to where we are now, which is at the scaling element. My name is Dan Crawford, and I'm the founder and chief strategy officer here at Axial 3D. And a little bit about Axial 3D. So we are a specialist software company that really help to transform traditional 2D medical images that you'd find in a hospital, so CTs and MRIs, and then take those into kind of modern medicine, so forming those into patient-specific 3D files using machine learning. So in terms of Belfast as a location, it's been a phenomenal place for us to grow the company, and I think it's really to do with the talent that's here, and particularly the talent in medical engineering. We have really deep roots, and I think we're famous for the likes of Titanic and our shipbuilding and linen. And a lot of those roots are to do with the likes of Frank Pantridge, the inventor of the portable defibrillator, and that sort of medical technology has really seeded a lot of different technologies in and around Belfast. We've actually been helped a lot over the last decade by the likes of DBT or Innovate UK to help get us to really where we are today. So, the likes of our CEO, Roger Johnson, he's a DBT trade export champion and does a lot to look at how we can bring Axial 3D's technology, particularly to the United States. So we've done a lot of trade missions to different US states where it's really applicable for our technology. So for the likes of Florida or California, that's effectively the orthopedic or cardiology hub of North America. UK is really well connected, particularly with a lot of the EU and US, where a lot of the medical technology that we develop is deployed. One of the things that I'm seeing more and more of is UK technology companies, particularly medical technology companies, start to really show their value within large medical markets. Our funding infrastructure, our infrastructure for how the likes of the DBT or Innovate UK help grow companies from seeds to startup to scaling to a global audience is second to none. And really the number one thing for building companies is talent and people, and I think Belfast has some of the best on the planet.
The Department of Business and Trade has been a real help for us, going out to different markets and standing by us and showing that they see value in us, which then translates to help our customers and clients around the world see benefits from that. I'm Hugh Cormigan, the CEO and one of the founders of Cirdan. We're a company in the digital health space which really focuses on trying to improve and speed up the diagnostic clinical pathways, especially related around pathology. The secret of any business is innovation, and to really get the benefit of that innovation, you want to try and sell that opportunity and innovation across many countries. So we took opportunities along the way to acquire and set up offices in different parts of the world, help support our customers and be a very global presence. And as a business, we're also very keen to help people from here in the UK go out and visit our customers and customer bases. Without the connectivity that we have in the UK, just would not be feasible. I mean, we have very good local broadband here. We have very good network, and we have a lot of expertise also in cybersecurity, which is very valuable to us when helping to convince customers to use the kind of solutions that we work with. I think you need to think as a business to think global. It's very good to be able to stand, in other parts of the world when having a representative of your government telling people that this is one of the companies that they respect, because that brings the automatic gravitas to the situation, which is great. You know, certainly we've been very fortunate with very good quality universities, with good training programs for people coming through, as well as centres of excellence for innovation. The talent we're looking for is under high demand, but we are fortunate that you know, as a company that help with real life patient stories and providing real life benefits, you know, we're able to attract the right kind of candidates to us.
I would take this team and I would pick them up and move them into Silicon Valley or into Boston. They will compete on the world stage. There's no doubt in my mind. My name is Patrick Rowan. I'm Chief Operating Officer at Re-Vana. So Re-Vana is a pharmaceutical biotech company based here in Belfast in the United Kingdom. So our focus is on developing technologies fundamentally to reduce the number of injections that patients have to get when they have diseases like macular degeneration. When I think about Northern Ireland's ecosystem and I think back over the years how we've grown, and we certainly have grown, we've built this up over many years. The company was incubated out of UK university, Queen's University. And Queen's is really well recognized as being one of the most prolific universities for spinning out startup companies, beating out Cambridge and Oxford in multiple years. So for a relatively small university, it's had tremendous success. DBT has always been supportive of Re-Vana. I think 2 years ago, they invited us over to the London Stock Exchange. We were part of a 2-day seminar where we were exposed to the startup community in the UK and in Ireland. And that was really great for building connections. Our ambition is to be best in class, not just best in the UK, but best in the world. And this is a wonderful location. It's a great place to live, so it makes it easy to attract talent from around the world. We have a great opportunity here to be a magnet for talent that wants to move out. Being in the UK, in Western Europe, is kind of the best of all worlds. You can start your morning talking with Singapore, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, China, and you can spend your day talking with your clients in Europe, and you're still going to have, a 5-6 hour overlap in the United States. We're in our infancy, but we will grow as an ecosystem exponentially. It's a great place to live, and I think we've proven here at Re-Vana that we've been able to attract people from all over the world, and I think we're going to continue to do that.
As a company that's scaling to a global audience, we find that we get really, really good help from not only the people here, but also the infrastructure that's around us.
As a business that has to connect globally, and our customers work 24/7, 365 days a year, we have to provide that support. But really, it's having the network from here and driven from here that really helps provide that support.